Hey everybody, welcome to the kitchen. It's time to come up in the kitchen and have a conversation with Granna. So welcome to Kitchen Talk. I'm so glad you guys can come up into the kitchen with me today. I am just so excited today. Today is a big day for me, but before we get started and talk about that, you guys know what you need to do. Go ahead, look down at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and take care of all your business down there. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Be done with it. At the end of the episode, of course, you can come back and give me any reviews or any comments that you would like to give me, okay? So, today is the day. Today is Granna's birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I am so excited, guys. I'm so happy. I'm always grateful and blessed to see another birthday, but I'm just really happy about today. Oh, it's just a beautiful day, you know, being able to celebrate. I have on a t-shirt, one of the t-shirts that I made a few weeks ago and showed you guys. And this one just saying, stepping into my 58. That's right, Granna's 58 today, like the boss that I am. Okay, so I'm just so grateful. Thank everyone for all the birthday wishes, all the texts, all the calls, the cards. Thank you so much. Thank you for just showing the love to Granna today. I really appreciate it. Okay. Last weekend, leading up to my birthday, I had a great time. I spent some time with friends. I spent some time with my daughter, and I just had such a great weekend leading up to this day. And I'm just so grateful. Thanks, Dad. I want to thank Dad. You know who I'm talking about, my hubby. Thank you. I want to thank my son, Amber, the girls. I just want to thank everybody that showed love to Granna on this day. So I really appreciate it and everything. And then I just want to send a shout out to everyone that's celebrating their birthday for this month. So a shout out to all the Pisces. If your birthday's already passed and I didn't mention you, I'm sorry. I can't keep up with everybody. For the ones whose birthdays are coming up, I hope you have a great day. I'm sending out all my love to you guys. So just enjoy your day. Okay, so I thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Okay, so let's go ahead on and get off into this conversation, because I want to go ahead and throw this on out there, get this out the way, because Granny got some things she got to do today for her birthday. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you guys, you know, about those housewives. Okay, I hope everybody got a chance to watch the episode a few days ago and stuff. And I just want to just talk a little bit about it. And it's just crazy. It's crazy, but you know, that's one of the things that's trending right now on social media. So whenever I go and look at social media, I just jot down whatever they got going on, honey, what everybody's talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it to you guys. Okay. The last episode that I've seen of The Housewife, it was starting out with Eva's baby shower, okay? Cynthia, I think, was the one that was throwing this baby shower for Eva, and it was a nice baby shower. It was really nice. It was different, you know, their theme was sunflowers, so everybody came with their little sunflowers on their heads and little headpieces and everything. And then, of course, you know, Nene comes to the baby shower, and right off the bat, she started throwing shade, you know, talking about, she knew that wasn't none of Eva's house. And, you know, Eva's never invited anyone to her home. And, you know, anytime something is going on with Eva, it's always held somewhere else. And, you know, all Eva does is move around from box to box. That was just totally uncalled for. That was just totally uncalled for. Whatever Eva has going on with her, and she's talked about it in some of the episode, with her and her family having to relocate to different homes or different houses. You know, it's out there. Eva put it out there so people know about this. But, you know, of course, Nene has to throw shade. And what difference does it make where the event was held at? You know, if it was at a place that event hall that they rented or something, or, you know, it was at one of Eva's girlfriends. So what difference does that make? It doesn't make a difference where it's at. If you're going to go to show support, then don't throw stones, you know, at it because it's not at Eva's home. So I just thought that was a little bit shady on Nene's side, but hey, you know, we have to remember who we're talking about. Nene throws her shade, but then she's on this spiritual journey, as one of her, as that's her tag that she does when the show comes on. She's on a spiritual journey, but then you constantly throwing shade. But then how you can't be spiritually trying to work on yourself, and then on the other side you throwing shade every chance you get, but that's what it is. So, that the baby shower was nice. It was really nice. Nobody really showed their butts, or no drama popped off at this baby shower. So that was good. I was glad Eva had a chance to enjoy that. After the baby shower, Candace did tell Kenya she wanted to speak to her. So she took Kenya and Tanya outside, and they was talking about the event that Mark had coming up later on in the episode. And, Candace was just trying to tell... Candace was trying to tell Kenya she needed to re-invite Tanya and Paul to this event because, she needed to do that, and Kenya did apologize for calling Tanya the C word, which was just totally disrespectful. And she apologized for that, but she did not apologize for inviting a cookie lady and throwing the cookie lady up in Tanya's face. And I think that was wrong too. I think Kenya was totally wrong about that. She should not have did that, especially Tanya is someone that's in the group now, and they're spending a lot of time together at different events and traveling together and all this kind of stuff. So Kenya, she shouldn't have did that. She was wrong. But, like I said, a lot of stuff they do for drama. But, the thing about it, when they're out here throwing all these stones at other glass houses, they need to think about their own house, because their house already got cracks in it. So if someone were to throw a stone at their house, it'd probably fall down. So they need to think about some of the things that they say to each other and stuff. So, I just wanted to throw that little bit out there, So after all the baby shower was over with and all that was done, of course, they're preparing themselves to get ready for the event that Mark is throwing, Kenya's husband, the event that he's getting ready to throw. And in between that, Candace is getting ready. She's getting ready to audition for this part on this TV show. And she's really kind of nervous about it. I think she'll do good, but she's really nervous about it because she's having to do some new part and some sexual parts with someone else and stuff. So I don't really know how that conversation really has gone with Todd. I know they're very supportive of each other, so I'm sure they'll work all that out. It'll all get worked out in the mix and stuff. Okay. And then Kenya goes over to visit Cynthia, and they're having a conversation. Cynthia and Mike had a conversation previously about their communication, not being able to communicate. So of course, Kenya's giving her advice on it and talking to Cynthia about it. But then it turns out to be more about Kenya and Mark and all the stuff that they're going through, and all that drama. And then when it gets up to the to the event, first of all, I don't really know what to say about Mark. Mark, he really was so disrespectful on the episode last night. I mean, just totally disrespectful and rude towards Kenya. Just starting out with her getting his outfit together and shopping for him, how unappreciated he was towards her. He didn't show any appreciation for what she was doing, for her running around all day trying to pull together his outfit for him to wear and all that. He was just so rude and inconsiderate of her. And I understand when she's with her husband, she's a different person. And I think a lot of that is because he's controlling, but I think a lot of that is because she wants so badly for her relationship to work with her family. She wanted to work so she kind of like stepped back and kind of, tiptoe around him, I guess you can say, when it comes to having a conversation with him. But, when it came to that event, the event was beautiful. And Kenya, she put out there everything that she did to bring this event together, getting the catering, doing the seating arrangement, getting the speakers together, getting the menu. She was really the backbone, from what she said, of this event. She was the backbone to make sure that Mark would shine when it came to his event, that it would put him out there and he would shine. And the event was beautiful. She had everything laid out. It was really beautiful. But, you know, as the event got going, and then, you know, and you know, on top of him just being rude and disrespectful in private with her, because that was shown when they was at home, he gets to this event and he was just being a butt. He was being a butt. He did not acknowledge her at all, period. You know, he did not acknowledge Kenya. He was totally disrespectful to her. I mean, it took Mike, Cynthia's fiance, to acknowledge all the women and to show a little appreciation to the queens, the women's, you know, and everything. And it was just so disrespectful of Mark. Mark is, to me, he's controlling. He is disrespectful. He is unappreciated of Kenya. He shows her no support. I mean, it's just so much wrong in their relationship when it comes to Mark. Okay, and this is Granna's opinion. This is my opinion, because I'm gonna tell you now, when Kenya's wrong, Kenya's wrong. Because Kenya, she showed a little shade that night at the event too, and especially, you know, I'm talking about when Marlo came with the boys, with her nephews. And I understand that, you know, she didn't have Marlo seated with 3 people. But how you gonna tell Marlo she can sit there, but then the boys got to sit in the back, or her and the boys can go sit in the back? I think Kenya made too much out of that. That was shady. She shouldn't have done that. Okay. But then I think her and Mark conversation about that situation should have came across differently too. Because of course he once again, he disrespected her and showed her no support, even with that conversation. But I think Kenya could have handled that a little bit better. So she was wrong about that. You know, she didn't have to go and start throwing out there, well, the tickets cost $250. She should be grateful to even be here. She didn't have to pay for the ticket. None of that was necessary. None of that was necessary. So, you know, just because something is going on in your life and you're not in a good place, you should not have to continually make someone else look bad or throw a shade out there. And I think sometime with this episode that's going on with the housewife now, because things are not really good with Kenya and Mark, I think she takes it out on the girls. She throw that shade out, extra shade on the girls, because she can't express herself, or she won't express herself or tell Mark how she really feels. So she just takes it out on the girls. That is my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion about it. So that was a little shade there, you know, and even when she was talking to Candace about it, I was like, just let it go, Kenya, just let it go. But Mark is just really not the type of person to be on these reality shows. He has proven that. And he said, you know, that the episode that Kenya stepped out on was because Mark did not want to be on the show. So they was just getting into their relationship. So that's why she stepped out of the episode, because he did not want to agree to be on the show. You know, so I guess this time around he had to agree for her to come back and talk about the baby and her having the baby and her marriage and all this stuff, you know. But, you know, I also, you know, with Nene, you know, when she comes, she act like her and Mark are just the best of buddies and buddy. You know, and there's nothing wrong with being buddies with the spouses and all that. But I think Nene takes it to the extreme just to rub it into Kenya's face. I really feel like that's what she does. You know, Nene was on the Andy Cohen show after the episode, her and Marlo. And of course, you know, Andy being shady like he is, he was asking them about Kenya and Mark's divorce, because at the end of the show, it showed that they're getting separated and getting divorced and stuff. So of course Nene went, you know, what goes around comes around, when she was talking about Tanya and her boyfriend. Okay, yeah. She did that. Kenya did that. But what business is it of yours? You know, you don't need to be throwing those stones either, because you got cracks up in your house too. You know, and the same thing with Marlo making the statement, well, I don't believe they was ever married. Okay, worry about your own house and what's going on. I mean, just a year ago when Greg was going through his chemo, Nene was all up in her feelings and wanted to leave Greg and talking about divorcing Greg because she wasn't getting any attention and Greg was getting a little attention. So, just that alone, but she wanted both, oh, me and Greg good. We in a good place. And that's great. That's really great. I'm glad her and Greg is in a good place. And Greg is an older gentleman, so a lot of that stuff he be trying to avoid also. So that's really good. But you just, you just because you're in this space right now, don't forget the space you came from. Don't forget just one episode ago, last year when you was doing this, you was all up in your feelings and getting mad with everybody because they was trying to show Greg a little support and you felt like you wasn't getting it. Oh, you don't know what it is to be a caregiver. And it's hard to be a caregiver. I give her that. But, just remember where you came from. And when you're throwing shade out there, just remember when you're throwing those stones that you may have some cracks in your house and it ain't gonna take much to tumble your house down. So these housewives, I still think that they need to just get themselves together. I know they got a trip coming up. They planning a trip. Also, Nene reached out to Wendy Williams and Wendy telling her, be cool. Don't get into nothing with anybody. And that was cool. That was good advice and all that. But she know Nene gonna be Nene, and she telling her, hey, let Kenya hang herself, bury herself, just be nice and all this. Really, and I don't know, Nene probably not a bad person, but I know she do throw little shades and she starts stuff too, but she started saying that she's forgiving people and she's moving on and she's, she's done with all that. If you're done with it, then stop bringing it up. If you're done with it, then just let it go, bury it and be done with it and stop on the slide trying to throw this shade out here, okay? These girls, I tell you, every one of them is damn near 50 or more, except for, Portia or Eva. Every Portia, Eva, and Candy, they're the youngest three of the group, and the rest of them are the ones that's approaching their, are in their 50 or approaching 50, and they're the ones that's acting the craziest, they're the ones that's acting a fool. So just wanted to throw the little housewives out there, just a little bit out there. I could talk about these housewives all day, honey, all day, but that's just Granna's opinion, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get up out of here. I'm going to get ready to head out. I got some things I need to take care of. I'm meeting someone today because it's my birthday. I'm about to go meet a girlfriend and have a little lunch and stuff. So thank you once again for spending a little time in the kitchen with me. Don't forget to go back and give me any comments or any reviews that you want to drop on Granna or anything you might want to discuss. Go ahead and drop that and we'll talk about it. Okay? So as you go through your day today, you guys know what you need to do, okay? Give everybody you come in contact with a smile. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Hey, if you got a few minutes to take a little time out and listen to somebody may have on their mind, let them vent for a minute. It ain't gonna hurt anything. You never know. It might make a difference in their day. And just spread the love, okay? Spread the love around. It's spring. Spread that love around, okay? So you guys have a great day, and I will catch you on a few, okay? Bye.